It's been one of the safe picks against Jax since Jax became popular again, because his body slam can allow you to disengage the counter strike, and you can of course just continue to sit here and we'll be like, yeah, Kingen was good, you know, but you don't really see too much. Either way, we're going to talk about him later. Effort getting very low, ignited, and ticking down. That's first blood going to Kellen, as he must have just gotten knocked up here. Envy and Effort hanging around. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to actually challenge this, of course. Jungler with the smite will take that one down. And get it, but the timing is just off, right? This timing, though, could be very good, as Kellen going to be hand shook back, but he goes all the way back to aiming, drags the Lee Sin with him, as Envy will take down the kill. Right. Okay, we can do that. Yeah. My second favorite hashtag Bromento is, I mentioned before we went to this pause, we were back in, everything seems to be resolved. D+ will take this second Drake. They had Prio there. Try to slow this down. Yeah, D+ though not... Okay, are they actually going to go for it? There's the root, in goes Lucid. Effort is going to be kicked away, but Envy alone in the top side, just going to be taken out for free. Lucid flashes away from Karis, and now Karis in a little bit of trouble in the top side, trying to threaten something here, maybe a follow-up. TP also coming in from the Gragas. Showmaker looking for the play on it. Envy catches him just on the edge, flashes in with the root, and Envy is going to get bailed out, though. Showmaker going way too deep by himself, and he gets taken out. And that's going to be a kill going in. Definitely a huge win for Bro. Yeah, now Lucid should be able to get over this wall. Has Karis overstayed is the question. He's got Emperor's Divine and his Flash, but that's a buy, as he's going to keep him locked down. That Emperor's Divine is absolutely nothing. Karis will flash away, though. He's got some help on the way here. Can he delay for long enough is the question. He is level 12 and actually quite tanky. He does go down, but now Gideon and Effort are here. Do they have the damage? Lucid taking 2 turret shots, and down he will go in the trade. Gideon at least able to trade one back. The sidestep there from Lucid means the Emperor's Divine whiffs. This could have been even worse potentially here for D+. Lucid will still go down. We've talked about it so much. Is going to be a deciding factor later on, because D+, they have found some great skirmishes, but it is always... There's no objective on the top side of the map outside of trying to play for this top turret you mentioned, so they'll probably... Jax could prove a little bit challenging on the other hand. Let's see if they want to commit. Karis does have teleport, and he's free to use it. Yeah, they've got 4 guys down here on the bottom side of the map. Morgan is in a lot of trouble here. Just CC for days as down he goes, and Kellen, of all people, is going to pick up the kill. Didn't even use Ignite, obviously not trying to take that kill. Big committal from DK, though, and now with the Void buffs, little Void Might dudes there, they're going to push in here, and this is a lot of mid-lane pressure already. Trade a kill for 3 turrets. You got one yourself. Can you punish this is the question. Kingen has no ultimate. Used it on the previous play. See if Bro can get out. Well, Effort looks free. He is going to flash away, actually, and there's the hostile takeover, and now it's just going to be Envy who's left to the dogs, and down he goes. So he is the sacrifice onto this dragon. Karis is, for now, zoning away Kellen. It's a very good job. He maintains vision control of the top side here. Showmaker spotted. He just can't enter this fight. Yeah, I mean, Kellen's got to pull the trigger if they're going to engage at all. As it goes to Xayah, that is Cloud Soul over to DK, and immediately Gideon goes down. Great engage follow-up from Showmaker, as all of the plays here from the side of Bro just a bit lackluster, a little bit too little, too late, as one by one the dominoes fall. Only Effort and Envy are left here to stand, but that is massive for D+, and aiming is flanking. He's like, okay, I'll show you how to do it, and that is 5 kills and ace to the side of DK. I mean, that's it. That might be the game. Showmaker's entry, but Gideon can't hit the smite. It's stolen by aiming, and then Showmaker. Baron buff is just easy picking for the turrets here. They have such great engage. We spent the entire game talking about here. That means that you can't really defend this as Bro. You kind of just have to cower in your base, try to push mid out, buy time, but this bottom push, the 4-man is so strong. Lucid trying to hide back here to potentially be able to counter engage if Bro tried anything. Going over to D+, and that's going to be an inhibitor down here. Showmaker holding down mid alone, and there's no Jax, you know, in the side lane here. Yeah, I mean, especially in the LCK, if you give one team an Ace and a Baron and a Cloud Soul, a Dragon Soul of any kind. With this comp especially, you're just a Vori Blade build with LDR, and he's massive. He got the Kraken Slayer early. He just hit Age champions. Only way to do this is get Prio in mid.
and make a stand somewhere. As the engage comes in, they find Gideon. He's rooted pretty much forever, and down he goes. The damage from aiming is just too massive as Lucid gets into that backline with Kellen. He's taking a lot of damage and will get away, but the follow-up from Kingin and the rest of the team will be good. That's a Quadra already, as aiming is trying to pick up a Penta here in day 2, and should just be able to unless Kellen steals another. It's not going to happen, and aiming will get a Penta in the first game of the series.
First Penta of the season very early on, and D+ will push down to win it. Showmaker already set up, and it was close until it wasn't, Valdez. That one Cloud Soul fight really opened things. So it does have great follow-up to the Vi.
Feeling pretty good anyway.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure coaching staff D+ just said new meta, new schmeta. And so
yeah,
they still go for dragon stacking. That's what we like. I don't care if Jack's
early game and the mid game, and sometimes the late game. So here's Kellen just zooming in. He's got the zoomies. Envy in a little bit of trouble, but there's the Bard ult. Gonna buy some time, aiming full health. That ult is just gonna sail wide somehow, and aiming is going to look for this kill as Lucid sets him up. That's first blood. Aiming, though, is gonna see a Sejuani, and DK have taken too long with this play as Gideon gets in position and will block the vault over the wall. It's a double kill for Gideon.
Yeah, double kill for Gideon. That's gonna make this Sejuani
knock up onto Karis, and now we just have messiness and action around the Dragon Pit.
Yeah, very awkward. Karis has to stay in the pit. The rest of the team has to come up. He has to flash.
Karis has to flash, but it's perfect because Kellen's going to go down. Nice snipe this time around from Envy. That's the recon just gone. Kellen going a little bit too ham, but now the TP comes in and Lucid gets in underneath that one, but he's in a bit of trouble as well. They need some damage. Kingin making his way in with the teleport. Morgan as well, a little bit late, but perfect timing perhaps as he is looking for more. Flashes in, nearly able to take down Lucid, but maybe he went too far himself, as now they're chasing down Showmaker. It's a double kill for Karis, and it will be the Dragon to Bro.
Looks like the Dragon Link luck is changing. Aiming.
Oh boy.
We'll get an exit kill, but what? As well, he picked up his Seeker's Arm Guard, so he can go deep, looking for a scoop.
Yeah, Bro looking for this. Gideon just gonna throw his ultimate in there, trying to open up this turret, really. And it is a big committal. I mean, they're continuing on this one. Aiming is going to be forced to Featherstorm, but we got a TP. Is he going to go to the Dragon Pit? No, he's just going to hit the turret. Okay, well, so not what I was hoping for. No Rift Herald drag.
There's a lot of agency out of this. I think D+ need to try to make something happen down here because this might end up being a lot of turret damage. TP.
Yeah, TP's coming in, and the ult does go in onto Karis. They want to commit to this, but the arm guard it's completed, guys. He's able to stasis, and now this dive might actually work out. They're going in on the Karis. He goes down, and now aiming has to go into stasis himself. Showmaker looking for the divide. Envy with no E remaining, and he flashes just to die as the rest of the team had already jumped ship.
First and go in on you. Jax decides to come down and try to save the play. He fails. He loses side lane pressure topside.
They could just try to scale out of this one, but for some reason it just feels like the wind has been taken out of their sails. Like every lane, give up one Ocean Drake, that's totally fine. Get a bunch of gold on the map, take their entire jungle.
Yeah, I mean, they're not going to want it either. They're going to take an inner, and with 3 Stevens, down it goes. And, I mean, D+ ultimate down, some tools invested here. Going back to the Ezreal conversation, though, Valdez, you know, it feels like a lot of the time if you set up for a pick, as Lucid also threatening Envy, caught.
Yeah, he's just gonna maybe die. He's gonna go down. Envy just takes him out as the team not there together, and Lucid going way back. And they might just be able to do it. I mean, they have insane amount of damage, and Gideon goes flying and is free for the side of DK. And now Bro trying to...
Cryo and D+ are going to keep it that way with this Baron buff.
Yeah, they're getting a lot done with it. Morgan is
still in the better position in this game, and at least Bro have a 2 Drake buffer right now to where this is not going to be a tragic loss for them. Once 3 Stevens down, it should fall.
Yeah, it's Turkon. Kayan is chasing him down here. Just not enough champions here to stand up to the push of DK. Maybe can match Showmaker on the bottom side. You see a fight over the blue buff, and it is going to go the way of Bro, I believe, but the engage here is quite strong. Karis in a lot of trouble. The timing is good, and that is a free Azir. Just going to go the way of D+.
I mean, that might be an open up where Kingin down a little bit, but just going to be a true shot to try to clear the wave to keep this inhibitor turret alive.
Kellen Gonna try to set this one up once again. The Bard ultimate does delay and buy some time, but redemption as well. And the follow-up engage is good. Morgan has to back away. Showmaker very low, but he is going to survive here as the siege on the inhibitor. This is without Baron, mind you, and it's the mid-inhibitor gonna go the way of DK.
With that cannon minion surviving, 20 seconds here. King in.
Okay, well, they know he's here, but he doesn't care. Just gonna press the R button on Takaris, and he dies for free again! And that's gonna be the end of that. The Bard ultimate is just a celebration for DK.
Nice. A second critical time here, and that is gonna be the third dragon now going over to D+.
You don't have a lot going on, so you just try to group up in mid, as now it's just a dead Bard. He's just 100-0. The burst showing through feels like solo queue.
You don't want to be the one who has to check. You don't want to be the one who's trying to come up there and clear vision, but you've got no choice. And Showmaker finally gets the punish. That's Baron.
Down anyway.
It's got to be so cautious here. Oh, this is really tough. Yeah.
Gideon throws one to the winds.
Yeah.
Just a bit desperate. It feels like at this point, D+ a very clean second half of the game, you could say. As the Poppy ultimate trying to buy some time, trying to create some space. Just gonna hold on to it. Take down the second inhibitor, maybe back away from there if they want to be supremely safe. Which at this point doesn't look like they want to be. They have a bunch of minions and they'll try to use it as True Shot Barrage will sail wide as well. Through the goal post, looking for Karis, this time not gonna land it. Lucid does take a lot of damage, but the Poppy ultimate, a little bit of anti-synergy there actually. They don't take anyone down. The Bard stun comes through as well. And now Aiming gonna have to use some buttons here. Presses his R1 and he's just running away. King in and Showmaker now with a bunch of enemies on their heels. Stun comes through on the King and he is so incredibly tanky. You can't kill this Poppy, it's not gonna happen. The Emperor's Divide comes through, but the damage follow-up is not there. And slowly but surely, DK will chip away at the front line of Bro. That's gonna be the end of that. Envy as well will go down. And D+ will take the series 2-0.
Very dominant performance here from D+, post mid-game, back-to-back.